Well, hello there guys, and welcome to our stream. I'm just going to be jumping open here with, or getting the actual Twitch page open for our stream here. And give me just 1 second, guys. So, thanks to DamienNarushima, we really have to thank you, Damien. That was a pretty cool stream. He was actually been the first person to win one of our coupons. So I'm going to take a look here quickly at the chat and thank you, Damien. See if Damien actually showed up. That would be pretty cool to see him here. And let's jump into the game, my friends. So I'm going to wait just a minute or two to see if Damien shows up. I'd like him to decide sort of what we do. If not, we'll probably go with one of the more complicated campaigns and see if we can't score a victory. Now, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to see exactly what you guys are saying because I am streaming from home. But Muso here will be watching you guys and making sure that you're on your absolute best behavior. I expect nothing less. So please keep that in mind. Let's wait just a bit here and see if Damien will show up. Alright, how you doing, Damien? Very cool, man. Yes, you certainly are. Awesome, man. Is there anything you would like to see, Damien? Anything, you know, you actually paid for this stream with your sliths, with the glorious Slytherin currency. Is there anything specifically you would like to see? Now, we can't do multiplayer, the only reason being, if we do multiplayer, there's going to be a lot of waiting in between turns, and that's not going to really be fair for everybody else, but I will take a look at the campaigns here. We could either do a campaign, or we could do a skirmish battle. It's really totally up to you. Okay, sure. So we'll do a nice little campaign, and we'll see what happens. So I think the one we're going to go for, we've done a lot of Legacy of the Weird Boy in the past. I think Hour of the Wolf is going to be the one we're going to stick to. The fury of Fenris descends upon the night world of Alaric Prime. Starships of the Space Wolves are in the Sanctus Reach system, hunting an orc fleet when they receive a flurry of Imperial distress signals. The honorable Space Wolves deploy in drop pods to the surface, led by their heroes Ragnar Blackmane and Logan Grimnar. The wrath of the Fenrisian assault has brought hope to the planet's beleaguered defenders. Well, seems good to me. We are, of course, in the middle difficulty setting, so basically the second out of 3. I'm not confident enough to do the hardest difficulty setting possible, so we'll see how this works. Alright, so as you can see here, we are on Veteran. We could do Grim Darkness. If Damien wants to see us try Grim Darkness, I will absolutely do it. I know there's a slight delay on the stream, so we'll let Damien first hear the question and let him decide the difficulty setting. Just keep in mind, if we do Grim Darkness, there's a good chance we are going to be totally destroyed. But who knows? It could actually be fun. It will certainly be a challenge. Alright, we'll go with medium. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and there's several different missions we could do. Death or Glory. Krum and his Wolfguard push orc forces from the western side of the mountain in an attempt to redeem themselves for past mistakes. And we're going to start with Death or Glory. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. I've played all 3 of these missions. They're all very, very fun to play. In fact, this is probably my favorite of the campaigns, but it's definitely a little more challenging than the other Space Wolf campaigns. This is for more advanced players, and I would highly recommend, if you're going to pick this game up, or if you already have it and haven't tested it out, you are going to want to first go ahead and start the easy campaigns. If you take a look here at this map, we've got to make it from here. I think you guys can see my cursor there. Move all the way around here, crush all these orcs in the way, and then come back down to the elite heavy walker. So we know that the orcs have an elite heavy walker here ready to do some serious damage, and we've got to take her out. So first things first, we want to go ahead and start getting our force points ready. I'm definitely going to bring in the Wolfguard Terminator. In fact, we'll take in a Biotic Winterfang. I do want to get some Blood Claw packs, but the thing is, to destroy that walker, we're going to need a Predator for sure, so we're going to grab the Predator. I'm definitely going to grab this Wolfguard Terminator pack back here. I definitely want to take the Dreadnought. I definitely want to take this Venerable Dreadnought. But see, now we're getting a bit low on points, so we've got to be a little more careful. I'm going to start taking some shooter squads, and I'm essentially not really going to take any melee squads at all. I might take one, maybe, but even that I'm not entirely certain about. I'm thinking maybe one Blood Claw pack. We'll take another one just for the hell of it. I think this is a pretty decent setup. Let's hope I'm right, because we are facing some serious enemies. And actually, now that I'm seeing this Wolf Priest Fiedelog, I think I want to take the Wolf Priest instead. So I'm going to see if I can't go ahead and undo maybe the Wolfguard Terminator here. Take the Wolf Priest. Gives us 100 points to spend. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I guess we could take Eagle Red Fist. Always good to take a nice pack leader with us, and let's get started. We will wash away our dishonor with orcish blood. I love it. Now, if you guys notice right here, this particular Dreadnought is a little different than most. Can you guys see that? Just a beautiful, beautiful creature. And this is basically a Dreadnought that focuses entirely on melee combat. But he is a Venerable Dreadnought, and he sure as hell knows how to win the fight. So let's start moving forward. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and start moving forward with our Dreadnoughts. And hopefully, we spot the orcs before they spot us. I already see some Gretchens over here. We can't get any shots on them, but we'll be able to pretty soon. And I'm going to start moving my Blood Claw pack forward. As you can see, if we get into any of these tiles, we're actually going to take shots. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay back for now and just kind of get prepared. Set some reaction arcs here. The Wolf Lord will bring forward as well. We did take a lot of elite troops for this mission, and we definitely skimped out on the shooters, etc. So this is definitely quality over quantity. I'm not sure if that's going to work out for us in the end. We're going to have to find out via this battle. Alright, let's grab the pack leader, Eagle Red Fist. I'm going to put him over here on the far right. And we've got some las cannon units here. Now, these las cannon units, I would prefer to keep alive. The reason being, they can be used to destroy whatever massive machine the orcs have. And once again, I want to show you guys what we have to do. We have to go all the way through here, all the way through here, all the way over here, then come down this way, and keep on taking all these orc bases. And that's not going to be easy. Another thing you probably noticed, this particular campaign mission has no time limit. And it makes sense, because this mission can actually take quite a long time. The only actual unit that I'm going to keep behind, or pretty much behind, is going to be the Wolf Priest. We don't want to lose the Wolf Priest. He is invaluable to us, but the rest of these units can die for the Emperor and gain some respect that way. Can I reinforce squads during the mission? I don't believe so. I believe what we have is what we have. So we better not lose any squads. But that's kind of why I brought this Wolf Priest along. He does have an ability which allows him to heal a lot of the units around him, so we have to keep him close by. Let's end the turn. Here we go. They're actually going to try to take on our unit. Wow, in close combat. So yeah, these orcs are not afraid of us in the slightest, guys. As you can see, we just got some beautiful critical hits there with our hero. And our tank got incredible shots. And I want to take a look at that hero's weapon here in a second, because he's actually got a really cool pistol that can set enemies aflame. So definitely a hero you want on your side. Look at all those orcs. We are being swamped. Let's see. Okay, guys, here we actually have to decide what to do. But first, I want to take a look at the gun here for Bjork Winterfang. He's got a Storm Bolter. That's the pistol he's using right now. Probably my favorite pistol in the entire Warhammer series. And you can see that thing in his hand basically looks like a shotgun, almost like a double-barrel shotgun that's been sawn off. Of course, what it really is a Storm Bolter that can fire explosive and fire rounds. Flammable rounds, I should be more specific. So I think what I want to do, I want to take this unit out. I'm going to move up and go for the Sluggaboys. These other guys are actually quite lucky because we're going to use our Frost Sword to wipe them out. And I think that's a pretty quick death for these orcs. With this guy, I don't want to move from this position, so I will use the Storm Bolter. But our chance to hit's only 20%. So we got very lucky there on that chance to hit. In this meantime, we've got to go ahead and take out these Slugganobs. We've got some Tempest ammo in this bolt pistol. So once again, another bolt pistol that can set enemies alight. Look at that. That's going to be painful. And we might be able to take out these nobs without much work at all. That's beautiful. Alright, well, we probably want to go ahead and chop them down. But I don't think we can, so we'll go ahead, fire our bolt pistol. There we go. Enemy down, and we're going to have to take some shots here. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to take our Dreadnought. This guy can handle it. He can handle a few shots from some orc weapons. As you can see, he didn't even take any damage. And he's got a beautiful flamer here that I think we can use to burn up a bunch of these guys. Come on. For the Emperor. Beautiful. I'm also going to go ahead and use the twin-linked autocannon. But if you guys notice here, the twin-linked autocannon actually has a better range at distance. So we're going to fire at the units behind. Oh man, that thing looks vicious. We actually hit this unit too, so we kind of got a little bit of bang for our buck. We were able to hit both units at once. Now, I want to bring forward the last cannon unit. And basically just keep them here on approach. I believe that they could fire at those Gretchen, and they can also fire over here at the Orc Boys. 20% chance to hit is not good, but we don't have much of a choice, so I'm going to keep on firing. Oh, come on, guys. You can shoot better than that. Put this guy over here. And let's move some more units forward. So I'm going to move our tank forward, of course. And that Predator tank is awesome. I want to go ahead and fire with the Heavy Bolter. Look at... Oh! That one was for DamienNarushima. We just wiped out a squad of Gretchen. One of them is still standing there going, what happened to all my friends? Well, all your friends are dead. Pretty simple. And this guy also just lost a ton of men. Look at that. That's an orc chest. You can actually see the rib cage. Not safe for work. Well, let's keep on moving. Who I really should have shot at is the Killacan rocket. But again, we just jumped into the fight, so... We're being a little, we're going to be making a few mistakes, probably. It's not going to be the first. Grey Hunter Bolter Pack, let's move him forward. And I'm hoping we can at least get some reactionary fire, which I think we can with the tank. And some Flamer. I don't remember taking the Flamer. I actually probably wouldn't have taken a Flamer could I go back. Let's take a look here. And hello everybody, welcome. Dr. Jester, good to see you. Looks like we've got a few new people here, so if you are new, make sure, guys, to hit that like button. Also make sure to subscribe to this Twitch channel. Okay, I think we've done everything we can do. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the orcs. I never like doing that, because they seem to like to really beat us up, but let's see what happens. Look at that. Yep. Reactionary fire, sure enough. Critical hit. Look at that. Once again, enemies actually trying to fly over us. Oh, and they're going straight for our flamers. Get them, boys. The Blood Claw pack is getting some decent shots. But our flamers are in trouble, and we don't really want to lose those guys. Whoa! Look at that. Nice little explosion. Get him, priest. This is not your ordinary parish priest. These priests are definitely capable of serious damage. There we go. Some reactionary fire from the Predator, and the enemy retreated immediately. You guys can also, I'm not sure if you're noticing, but the frontal armor of that Predator is so strong that we're not taking any damage from the enemy's shots. I am, however, worried about the Kilocan rocket. Oh, he's running away! He's running away! Cowardly orc. Alright, we can see it's still the enemy's turn. They're probably doing a lot of movements over there on the other side. So we know for a fact that they're moving more units, and that's scary because we already saw a ton of units here in front of us. The fact that they might have more units is terrifying. I'm sending in the Venerable Dreadnought, guys. I want him to go ahead and get that melee damage. He's got some nice frontal armor, so I don't think he's really going to take much damage from frontal shots, but we should still be careful. I say that, and then I just keep walking forward. And I want to see how this guy deals with some orcs. Let's go. Fenrisian Great Axe. Oh! An entire unit down. Look at that. He got 50 XP from it. An entire unit down, and we might still be able to fire at the Kilocan Shooter. The problem is the damage potential is very low. The Kilocan Rocket, however, is turned away from us, so I'm hoping that hitting that back armor is going to help. Yeah, didn't really do much. We've got to get the Predator out there. So let's get the Predator in front. And I'm going to start firing at the Kilocan Rocket. And at this point, I will use the autocannon. There we go, some critical hits. I must say, though, that Kilocan Shooter looks a bit scarier. But I'm pretty sure the Kilocan Rocket is much deadlier. Let's go ahead and fire again with the autocannon. 25. What about here? Oh, looks like we got a shot on the storm with the Storm Bolter. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I thought orcs were supposed to fight, says DamienNarushima. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes they just mess around and try to do as much damage as possible. Let's see what else we can do here. I'm going to move forward with the bolters. And actually, we can get a really nice shot from here. Pretty high damage potential. So I'm going to fire. That's not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. Yeah, that's kind of pitiful, but as you can see, the enemy is shaken. So at least we're getting the message to them. I'm going to go ahead and burn these guys up. Get them, boys. And let's go for a nice Wolf Claw attack. Wow, that's surprising. So the Orc actually avoided the Wolf Claw attack damage. And a lot of our units, because of this Dreadnought, they're kind of stuck. We need to get them unstuck pretty simply. I do want to go ahead and move the Flamers forward. They're not going to do us any good back here. In fact, they're just going to get themselves killed. But I do want to try to get a shot here on this unit. So we're going to try to kill the Storm Boys. Boom! Look at that. I love how the Priest just blew up the guy's pack. Not bad, Priest. Not bad. Let's get around over here. So it looks like we're going to be using the left side to attack for the most part. There we go. I love the way those guys just explode. Keep moving forward here. Get some of our melee units up. And I think for the rest of our guys, we can play it pretty safe. We're going to go ahead and use the las cannon here. We can actually use it against multiple units. But I'm looking here. These guys actually have cover. But I feel like they're more dangerous. Nice shot. One down. Not to mention, another reason, guys, you may have already figured it out, another reason I'm targeting these guys and not these guys right here, the Shooter Boys, is the Shooter Boys are already shaken. Now, when you're shaken, that doesn't mean that you can't attack. You've got to realize that. However, it does mean that they're a lot more likely to eventually become panicked, in which case they will be totally useless. So let's keep firing. Critical hits there. Very critical hits. And now we just move forward with our shooters. I believe our shooters can go ahead and get a shot on these orcs. Now, unfortunately, since we're very close, our chance to hit is quite small, as a matter of fact. But they might be able to get a few kills. Come on, boys. You can do better than that. Move over here. And move over here. There we go. Michael Bay time, indeed. That was satisfying, I agree. But guys, we've got a long way to go. Don't think, like, yeah, it was satisfying, but this is just the first group of orcs. I told you guys that this group of missions is much more challenging. And you have to imagine that each one of these waypoints has its own little group of orcs waiting for us. And they're pretty damn strong. Let's end the turn and hope for the best. I do wish we could turn this tank forward because the side armor of the Predator is... you can damage it. It's not easy, but it's possible. Let's see what happens. Oh, they're going straight for the melee units. Wow, they really don't want our Blood Claw packs to survive. I don't know why they're targeting them. There we go. They should be targeting our tank. And I've never seen that before, but they're actually trying to chop our tank up with their axes. I think we're pretty safe as far as the tank goes. Oh, we just lost a Blood Claw, guys. For the All-Father, his sacrifice will not be forgotten. And once again, that waiting after the end of the movement there just means that more and more orcs are converging on our location. In this mission, once the orcs know where you are, they send everything at you in an attempt to wipe you out. And this is going to be no exception whatsoever. There we go. Back to us. Let me take a look here at the health, because we might be able to use our priest here pretty soon. So I'm going to move our priest in. Now this healing has a cooldown. So can't use, the healing bomb is not going to do much for anybody but the squad that we're casting it on. What we need to do is we need to use this, the Spirit of the Wolf. Here we go, guys. Ooh, there we go. Get a little bit of wolf spirit here in these guys, and yes, their health is much better. Let's move the flamers here. This is kind of a waste because we're going to be using our flamers against essentially just this Gretchen unit. I guess we can fire. Why not? Let's go for it. Would anybody like some roasted Gretchen with their omelet? There we go. He's down. I'm going to go ahead and set the reaction arc here for the Predator. Oh, sorry, guys. There we go. Well, maybe not, because we've got enemies in front of us. That's frustrating. So I'm going to ignore those enemies in front of us, let them chop us up as much as they want, and we're going to keep firing with the autocannon. Critical hit there. Let's get a kill. There we go. That's a kill-a-can down. 340 XP. I would anticipate that that Predator is probably going to level up very, very soon. I'm also going to move good old Venerable Dreadnought Helvet in here and try to see if I can't start attacking the enemy over here. Come on. Nope. We're going to have to get a bit... No, actually, we're good. Let's use the Fenrisian Great Axe. Boom. It's just an instant kill. Beautiful. And I'm going to fire the Storm Bolter here at these enemies. So you can see this is a pretty cool Venerable Dreadnought. He's got a shield on one arm, but on the same arm that he's got that shield, he also has a Storm Bolter. So I really like that. Look at that. Just beautiful. Okay, what else can we do? Well, it's time to try and wipe these guys out. And since they've done a lot of damage to our Blood Claw pack, I think we should repay the favor. Let's go ahead and use the Chainsword. Get out of here. And we'll use the Chainsword on the Shooter Boys as well. But to be fair, it doesn't look like this Blood Claw pack is going to make it very far. We do want to take this position Let's go ahead and grab maybe one of our bolter units. We'll take this Blood Claw pack, move over here. And actually, they move perfectly. They're outside of harm's way. Keep on using those chain swords. Oh, yes! And this time I'm going to use it against the Scorcha Nobs. So, Nobs, for those of you that don't know, are essentially nobles in Orc Society. Now, Orc Society, what in the world would they need nobles for? Good question. But they are definitely a tougher unit to take down. And the fact that they've got some flamethrowers is not making me feel very safe. Nice shooting. Keep it up. Enemy killed. What's this? Execute. Yeah, at that distance, we're not going to be doing a lot of damage. So let's bring forward Egil Redfist. There's a reason they call him Egil Redfist, and that's because his power fist is unbelievably strong, and because he's got red hair, I would guess. Boom! He's done. No, he's dead. He's not dying. He's dead. Believe me. You can't put together a body that's in that many pieces. He's just gone. I am going to use the Wolf Lord to go ahead and rally our troops. Even though our troops are doing pretty well, I want to go ahead and just give them an extra boost. Just look at that. Oh, yes. Space Wolf time. And let's see. Yeah, let's keep on moving with the pack leader. Deal with those guys later. And besides, they're completely broken. They're not going to be any threat to our men for quite a while. I will, however, take our Terminator, the Wolfguard Terminator here, start moving him forward. And I think we can probably get a shot off here on the Shootaboy. Storm Bolter, sure enough, one shot. And what about the Pain Boy? Oh. Now, the Pain Boy's got an interesting setup. If you guys take a look here at this Pain Boy, you guys notice anything odd about him? He's missing a leg, and it's been replaced by something. He's also missing an eye that's been replaced by something, and he's missing an arm too. But they've all been replaced with something a little bit better, a little bit rougher, a little bit more dangerous. And quite frankly, he's pretty well off for an orc. Yes, they just killed their own. That's pretty common amongst orcs. They don't think too much about killing each other. It's kind of a whatever type of thing. All right, we're gonna end the turn. Oh my goodness, that was not good. It's a lot of damage. Oh boy, and those are the Scorcha Nobs. They just killed one of our guys, and I would guess that's not the end of it. And there we go. Look at that. The Pain Boy just gave himself a shot. Yes, the Pain Boy has a needle. He can actually give himself health. So he took some damage, but basically just healed up right away. And look at that. Oh! We have got a Killacan trying to take out our Predator, guys. This is a serious situation, and we want to end it as quickly as possible. That Killacan has got to go this turn. Come on, throw everything you've got at us. We're not afraid of these orcs. Alright guys, back to our turn. I'm going to take a look here at the chat quickly, see what you guys are doing. I see everybody is still using roulette left and right. Hey, Laird, how you doing, man? Okay, guys, first things first, we've got to take out the Killacan Shuta. There's really no going forward before that thing is dead. So I'm going to use the autocannon. Ooh, that return fire was pretty vicious. Let's see if the Venerable Dreadnought can deal with this situation. Remember, he's got an amazing Fenrisian Great Axe. You can even see right there, he's got a really cool wolf emblem on his left arm. Looks really nice. And I'm going to use the Fenrisian Great Axe here against the enemy. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I wanted you to see that attack. Only 13 damage, really not a lot. There we go. Now that, 180 damage. And the great thing, one of the greatest things about the Venerable Dreadnought, he doesn't just get 2 attacks, he gets 3 attacks. So we could potentially wipe this guy out this turn. Wish us luck, boys, for the All-Father. Oh, so close. 13 HP. He is down. He's badly panicked. Now, I'm not going to rush out to kill him just yet. I don't actually think the Flamer can actually do much damage to him. I'm going to use the Flamer here against the Sluganobes. Remember that the Flamer, yes, it can do damage. It can do significant damage, but the main point of the Flamer is to lower enemy morale. That's really the whole point of the Flamer. And as you can see there, we've already panicked them. They're not liking that one bit. We do still have an Orc unit right in front of us there. It's kind of creepy. And I think we can actually fire all the way from here with the Wolfguard Terminator. But we do stand a chance at accidentally hitting our Venerable Dreadnought. I'm going to take that chance. Oh, yes! Oh, and we did hit the back of our Venerable Dreadnought, believe it or not. We get a nice upgrade. So we either get a Gene Seed mutation to the Space Marines Gene Seed, 20 HP regeneration per turn. That's amazing. And the Adamantine Mantle would give us plus 20 ballistic protection. I'm taking the Gene Seed mutation, which basically means that this Terminator, it's going to be very hard to kill him. That makes me very happy. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and set the reaction arc forward. But because this Orc's in the way, we can't actually move our entire vehicle forward until we kill the guy right in front of the thing. He's a brave Orc, I'll say that much. Let's move over here. What to do? What to do? Oh, no, he's down. Alright, so the Orc is down. We're going to fire with Tempest ammo. Crit. And the reason I'm not worried about hitting my own men, it's quite simple. If you're 1 tile away from your guys, you don't have to worry about hitting them. If you're 2 tiles away, 3 tiles away, etc., then yes, you can hit your men. But if your men are directly in front of you, there is no chance at causing any damage. They're going to be just fine. And at this point, this poor Orc unit looks like they're in a pretty rough spot, to say the least. Alright, let's see what we can do. We could get another shot at the Pain Boy with a Stormbolter. There we go. Nice. 43 HP. I also want to go ahead and start firing at these guys. We've got a lot of enemies here that kind of just showed up. We've got some Gretchens. And somebody mentioned in another episode, they made a really good point. The Gretchens by themselves, they're not really that tough. But when they get into large groups, if you let them, mass up and start attacking you, they can start to do quite a lot of damage. So I want to wipe out those Gretchen quickly. But more importantly, I want to wipe out these Orc boys. Yes! And of course, the Scorchanobes. I'm going to move in an attempt to get a visual, but I don't think we've got one. So let's keep firing at these guys. Oh, it's beautiful. Of course, we've got a nice Orc Wah sign. And those of you that know anything about 40k lore should know exactly what an Orc Wah is. Orc boy going down. And unfortunately, the damage done by our weapon here is not too high. The damage potential is quite low. So even with a Stormbolter, quite low damage potential. Now I'm going to go over here with these guys, and I'm actually going to fire back at the enemy. I don't need these guys on our flank, even though they're in terrible shape. And besides, by killing these units, we could potentially level up. Good shot. Good shot, men. Let's take a look here at the chat. What a glorious shot, says DamienNarushima. Yes. 46. Hello, Splenokus. Good to see you, man. 46. Eat it, punks. So that's a really good question, Yukiwo. It really depends on the unit. Like, for instance, generally you can use 2 actions per turn. So let's say I decide to move this Grey Hunter Bolter Pack, which we're about to do. Ostensibly speaking, I should be able to get 2 attacks from him this turn. Now I'm taking a bit of a risk because we've got a Bloodclaw pack in front of us. But that's okay. It's a worth it risk because the Scorchanobes are not going to leave these guys alive. And there we go. We took out the Scorchanobes. So we get 2 there, and we actually gain 268 XP. That's going to go towards a possibility at getting an additional skill. So usually it's just 2. There are some units, however, like our friend over here, the Venerable Dreadnought, that get 3 attacks per turn. And no, it doesn't matter whether you move or not. If you move, you can still attack twice. However, if you fire first, then you cannot move that turn. I hope that clears that issue up. Keep on moving, and we're going to turn it over to the Orcs very soon here. I really do want to turn the reaction arc here. It's got to be better, so let's do this. No, that's not working. Let's move forward. There we go. That's better. And at this point, all of the enemy firepower is going to be hitting that Predator's frontal armor. And if you just take a look at that. First of all, this is a great screenshot if anybody wants to take one. This is what happens when Orcs take on a Predator tank. They get stuck underneath it. But you can see that that frontal Predator armor is so strong that it's unlikely anything can break through. It's just very, very, very strong stuff. We're going to end the turn here. I'm still worried about the enemy units, but we've done an okay job. We've taken out the Killicans. Now we've got to worry about the Pain Boy and his friends, but I think we'll do just fine. Roadkill, says Dr. Jester. Indeed. Roadkill is a great way of putting it. I also meant to say I want to thank everybody on YouTube as well. I know we're mostly chatting here on Twitch, but I do want to thank everybody watching on YouTube too. We love you guys just the same, and honestly, it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or Twitch. We're going to, you know, try and help you guys out. If you guys want to see something, etc., everybody's equal here. Although you do have to go to Twitch to play roulette and do all that fun stuff, so I would recommend those of you who haven't yet gone, head on over to Twitch and sign up there. All right, let's end the turn. Hoping for the best here. There we go, reactionary fire. Oh no, they got another one. Critical hit on the Pain Boy. Oh, and the Predator gets the kill. I thought he was going to get away, and as soon as I saw that Predator's turret turn, I was like, oh no. It's not good for that guy, but it's certainly good for us. Every single one of those shots was a miss. I think 1 HP, maybe just from debris flying off and hitting our men. And they're trying to kill our last Wolf Guard there. Or Wolf Claw, I should say. Alright, so some bad news, and the bad news is, as you can see, the Bloodclaw pack is totally panicked. They can still attack. I don't think they're going to be as effective, but they can certainly still attack, and yeah, they're definitely not as effective. When a unit is panicked, you know, just imagine if you were panicked fighting a battle, everything is off. You know, their ability to aim is off, their ability to attack has been reduced. They're just not as confident as they were initially. One thing I want to do, I want to move that Predator forward, but he's taken a lot of damage. And I think maybe we want to try and reduce the amount of damage he's taking there. So let's move up instead with the Wolf Lord. And I think we're going to go probably for a Wormclaw Frost Rage attack. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So it's 3 hits, which is pretty great. And I think we can get another shot over here at these Gretchen directly in front of us with a bolt pistol. Oh, this guy is incredible, guys. This guy is incredible. And he is one of the main characters of this particular campaign, the Wolf Lord Chrome Dragon Gaze. And he really is a dragon. I mean, he just burned the hell out of those guys with a few shots and basically wiped out 2 units fairly easily. All right, let's move forward with the Predator. I see some enemies over here, some shooter boys. I want to shoot them before they shoot us. There we go. Oh, my gosh. This couldn't get better. Really couldn't. Here we go. Get out of here. There we go, my friends. Get some shots over here on the Gretchen. But I'm going to move up a little closer to our guys. And in fact, we might as well go ahead and wipe out this guy in front of us. Critical hit. And look at that, guys. We've got a skill unlocked. So one thing we could get is a smoke grenade, and this blocks the line of sight for 2 to 5 turns. So this is actually pretty useful if you're trying to move across an area and avoid fire. So for instance, if the enemy had some killicans that were waiting for us to do reactionary shots, but honestly, we're basically on the offensive here. I don't think I want to take the smoke grenade. I want to see what the other thing is here, and that's going to be the Kraken penetrator ammo, anti-tank ammunition. Especially knowing that we might be facing more killicans, we're definitely going to go ahead and take Kraken penetrator ammunition. Oh yes, very cool. Let's go over here. We will get shot here for doing this, but that's alright. We can handle it, and now I'm going to turn, and oh, we didn't get shot. Twin-linked autocannon time. The enemy's quite close, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just use the flamer. Burn! What else to do? Alright, I'm moving forward with this guy. And with our Grey Hunter Flamer pack, we might as well go ahead and use these flamers. They haven't gotten much use the entire round. So let's burn up these Slugganobs. And once again, you see that? Only 1 HP, but I'm sure that that's going to affect their morale quite a lot. So 26 HP, and as I said before, they're still together. Not one of them fell, but they are terrified now. And as most of you know, to get an orc terrified, that's not an easy thing to do. You know, orcs essentially don't even consider the possibility of death, and to them, death is just kind of, you know, basically when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. They sort of accept their fates, and all of them think that they're pretty much invincible. Let's go ahead and use the Power Fist here against the Slugganobs. Oh yes, and that's Eagle Red Fist. Okay, here we go. Grey Hunter Bolter Pack. I'm going to move these guys here, and then I'm going to take a look, guys, at the chat. 40% chance of a hit, and they're not facing towards us, so the damage will be slightly increased here. But it looks like they were able to withstand most of the damage. Move forward over here. The good news is they are absolutely terrified. Alright, we got a Gretchen. Nice! One down. Look at those damn axes they have. No wonder they were trying to take our tank down. Not that I think they would have succeeded, but I understand why they had some confidence in that weapon. I think we can probably wipe these guys out now with the priest. Okay, actually, the priest's ammunition did strike them, but didn't do any damage. The priest is using just a regular old bolt pistol, so I can kind of understand why this is not going to be very effective. And as you can see, 1 HP, basically just bounced right off them. Hello, Booho. How you doing, man? And Dora Niner, haven't seen you here in a while. Good to see you, buddy. As well as Wavel. Alright, we're going to end the turn here pretty soon. I want to make sure I've done all my movements. Now, just a little tip here for anybody that plays the game. If you want to make sure that all of your guys have moved, you can, of course, click the next unit button, or you could just press the tab button, which is much easier. So you just press tab, moves around, shows you what units you haven't moved. We haven't moved this unit, but I don't really see where we'd put them, so I'm going to leave them there and end the turn. Oh, they're going to try to attack once again. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that counterattack. That's hilarious. So they just tried to attack our incredible Dreadnought there, our venerable Dreadnought, with a melee attack. I don't know what they were thinking, and he just sliced them all in half with his axe. You don't mess around with Fenrir Great Axes unless you've got a massive unit. And in this case, the enemy learned their lesson pretty damn quickly. Also want to remind you guys that the reason we're playing this stream and the reason that we're trying this out is because DamienNarushima was much more careful with his slits than a lot of you guys. And I'm not one to judge. I mean, you know, you lose some slits, it happens. But he was able to pick the stream because of that. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're playing roulette. Try not to bet away all your slits, because maybe next time you can be the one to choose the stream. First things first, I want to get that Venerable Dreadnought right on the enemy. I don't care if I get shot at, because I know I'm going to. Look at that. Nothing. No damage. Get a little closer here. They shot at our side. 2 HP. I mean, it's practically nothing. Let's go ahead and use the Fenrisian Great Axe. Boom! I think the Venerable Dreadnought is just so OP. He's awesome. I mean, this guy, just look at the way he looks, first of all. If you don't run in terror from this thing, then you're a fool. Just put it that way. I don't even think if I face this thing, I would even attempt to fight it. Let's go ahead and fire our Storm Bolter. Nice critical hits there, and of course, since this is the Venerable Dreadnought, he gets 3 attacks. Good shooting, son. Very good shooting. Time to move our Predator forward. I want to look for the most dangerous enemy. So we've got some Burnin' Boys over here. We've got the Shooter Boys here, and Burnin' Boys directly in front of us. These Burnin' Boys are really no threat to our tank, but they're definitely a threat to our other units. So there we go, and look at that! Our tank leveled up. So we can either get the Karamite plating, which is heat-resistant material, 50% chance to ignore damage from heat-based weapons, flamethrowers, las guns, etc., or Tempest ammo, elite area of effect ammunition. Hits all men on the target tile at full power. You guys know what I'm taking, and that's going to be the Tempest ammo. And he also, since he leveled up, this is another thing, guys, once you level up, you regain your health. So let's use this thing. I want to try that Tempest ammo. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. All right, we keep on moving forward. We've got a lot of ground to cover. This is one of the reasons why this mission specifically does not have a, an amount of time you need to finish it, because it would just take way too long. This is a really long mission, and it's only the first part of this campaign. Don't forget that when you start this campaign, there are 3 missions to choose from. So right away, you're getting that decision-making process, and you can essentially decide what you want to do. Still trying to use that bolt pistol, but I think what we really should do is use the Spirit of the Wolf, which would heal these guys. Unfortunately, we've got to wait a few turns. And at this point, we're actually not doing as much damage as we could because we're firing very close, but I'm hoping Eagle Redfist can change all that. Yes, good job. There we go. It's beginning. It's happened. Inside joke. Alright. Let's see. Well, we do have Crumb Dragon Gaze. We already know that he's pretty amazing. Let's move him forward. And let's open up with a Tempest ammo. Just look at that. Thing is deadly. So I think we did the right thing here, guys. Now, obviously, you can approach this mission however you want. But what we basically did is we took a lot more elite units than we did regular units. Because I knew we were going to be facing these guys, who are totally dead now, the Killicans, and these are not the strongest units of this mission. Once we get, if we get, this is a big if, all the way to the other side over here, we're going to be facing an enemy, a big enemy unit. And I actually don't remember what it is, but I can tell you this, it's much bigger than any of the units we have, and taking it down is going to be a chore. It might be something that we're not capable of doing. I'm not really sure. Make sure we moved everybody. Everybody's moved. Now, guys, we are getting close to the end of our stream, so if you have any questions, now would definitely be the time to ask. I can't answer everything, but I'll do my best, and I hope over or above everything else that you guys had a good time here today as we've been streaming. We definitely want to thank DamienNarushima, and I think you guys should thank him too, because if not for him, we would probably not be streaming today, or we'd be streaming a different game. So for those of you guys that love Sanctus Reach, it's all because of Damien. Let's just take a look at the battlefield here. I always love seeing the bodies on the battlefield to sort of get an idea of what's happened. And look at that. This guy died screaming the name of the All-Father. A lot of blood all around the place. This has been a tough fight, but I think so far we're winning it. Look at that wolf priest too. Even the priests in the actual Space Wolf army are incredibly vicious. Let's take a look here. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Damien. Don't forget, guys, if you save up those slits, you guys are going to also get an opportunity to play the game. So I would highly recommend you think about it. Don't always just spend them right away. I know playing roulette is fun, but it's even more fun to choose a stream or to get a discount coupon on one of your favorite games. Let's end the turn here. Reactionary fire there, and of course they're immediately killed by Dragon Gaze. Not really too bothered about the flamers getting killed. They're my least favorite unit for this battle. And the cute little Gretchen's trying to kill a Predator tank. You're just hitting the shield, and that guy's taking almost no damage whatsoever. A lot of enemy movement that we're not seeing here, and that just goes to show you how many enemies are here. Now, I don't want to leave the stream but before I use my awesome new ammunition, the Tempest ammo. Oh, instant critical hit there. Let's see if we can take out 2 groups of units in one turn. Oh, you've got to love that Tempest ammunition, and you've got to love this particular Predator here. This guy is tough, man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead also for an attack with Fenrisian Great Axe here. And we just slice the units apart, just completely destroyed them. Move a little bit closer with the Venerable Dreadnought Helverin. Close enough, Helverin, close enough. Time to use the Frost Sword. And I think we can finish off that next guy. And that was only 1 damage. We only did 1 damage there on the first attack and managed to kill one of the units. Needs more DACA, says Captain Killbot. Nothing smells better than burnt orc flesh in the morning, says Dr. Jester. Reference there to Platoon, I believe. Nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning. Very well done. Less DACA and more sizzling, orcs. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Muzo, for moderating. If you want, please drop our channels down below so that you guys can also subscribe there. We'd love to see you guys there. We love your presence, and I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm actually going to save this particular game just to make sure that if we do another Sanctus Reach stream, we can come back. And I think a good name for a save game would be Needs More DACA. I think it's a good one. Very good. So there we go. It does need more DACA. We're going to save. And hopefully we will be on to victory in the next turn. But I like to think that we did a damn good job. And I just love the firepower that these units have. It's pretty amazing. Wait, 1 Wolf Claw. There we go. Now I can go to bed and rest easy after wiping that guy out. Can we get any more shots? I don't think we can. Once again, guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up. It was really, really fun having you guys here, and I hope you all have an awesome, awesome weekend. Take care, and have fun.